Okay, for 888, they want to know which ones are written in scientific notation and which ones are not. So there's 3 rules. The first part needs to be between 1 and 10, well, the absolute value. And the second part has to be times, right, not the period. And the third, it has to be times 10 to a power. So let's just circle the ones that are already in. So the first one is not, because the first number is 92, and that's greater than 10. The second one is, it meets all the characteristics. That one is in scientific notation. And the third one is 2.8 times 10 to the first. Although not a good use of scientific notation, it's still written in scientific notation. So now let's see what the first one should be. So 92.5 times 10 to the negative 2, right? That means we have to move the decimal 2 places to the left because it's negative 1, 2. So this number is really 0.925. Now to put that in scientific notation, I need to put the decimal point in that number where it would make the value between 1 and 10. So I could put it here at 9.25 and then count to the left 1 space to get it back where it was. So this number becomes 9.25 times 10 to the negative 1 because we had to move it back 1 to get back to 0.925. Okay, and D, so that was A, right? And B and C are already in scientific notation. D is 0.83 times 100 squared, right? So 0.83 times 100 squared. 100 squared is 100 and 2 more zeros, right? So this is really times 10, you move it to the right once, right? So, right, if I did 0.83 times 10, it would be 8.3. So for every 0, I move it once to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is really, the number is really 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 0. So the number is really 8,300. Now 8,300 in scientific notation, I need to put the decimal point here and then count how far to get it back to where it was. So that's 1, 2, 3, right? So this is 8.3 times 10 to the third because we had to go 3 places to the right. So there's D, right? This is D, and this is A. And B and C are already in scientific notation.